Leaving on that trip was like a huge decision for me. I made the choice of either having a house or being homeless and going to do the Colorado Trail, and I chose to be homeless, take the Colorado Trail. And it was kind of like a decisive moment in my life where like I chose adventure over comfort, and I've kind of made those choices the same way ever since. I've been hiking and biking the Colorado Trail, I think since 93 or 94. And so I've got a really long-term relationship with it, and it's a very powerful relationship. And there's just been so many amazing experiences out there, and it's really helped form who I am and made me appreciate this world we live on and appreciate what the human body can do. It's such a wonderful adventure to be out there.
Good morning, Blue Dot Junkies. Max Morris, start of the CTR, 4 a.m., getting ready to battle the gods. Hope to have a great, fun ride. That's the focus this time. Have fun.
That's about all I have to say. It's 5:59. Be safe. Have fun. Yeah, go fast. Woo!
So the Colorado Trail Race is a roughly 550-mile ultra-endurance bikepacking race that travels from Denver, Colorado to Durango, Colorado. Roughly, it has 75,000 feet of climbing, and the majority of the route is all single track.
As far as the rules go, I feel like it's fairly straightforward. There's a course, and there's you and your bike, and it's literally trying to get from point A to point B as fast as you can without taking any outside support.
When we first collaborated on starting the race with Mike Kuriak and Scott Morris, we just wanted the rules to be as simple as possible. And Mike's whole idea back then was just do it yourself. He's like, that should be the only rule. And I'm like, well, you can't break the law. And the third rule is just you have to follow the entire route from Denver to Durango, sticking to the course the whole time.
Really just seeing what you and your body are capable of, and I think that's what's so cool about it, really.
It is 6:38 p.m. 103 miles in, hoping to get up over Georgia Pass before the sun goes down. That might be not doable, but I'm feeling all right.
All right, top of Georgia Pass. And I don't know what's wrong with me, just not very motivated right now. It's tough. No one's here to push me. And I'm beat. I am beat. But, I mean, it's hard to beat that.
It's about 1 a.m. I just made it over Georgia Pass. I've done about 135 miles, about 18,000 feet of climbing. So I'll sleep for an hour, maybe an hour and a half right now, and try to get to Copper up over 10 mile by early morning. So yeah, having fun. Colorado Trail Race.
This is Eric Foster. Just going into Breckenridge to the bike shop. I was coming in on the last 100 feet into the trailhead, and I lost my brakes, and they went like squishy, and I endoed so hard in the corner that I tacoed both my wheels, and I like flew like 20 feet, and I cracked my helmet in numerous places. It definitely saved my ass. I'm riding into Breck right now. I was able to bend my wheel back to where it was at least rideable. I'm going to get 2 new wheels and keep cruising on. Hope everyone else is having as much fun as I am.
Barry Ritchie here. Had a great day. Made it over 10 mile. Gosh, you know what? If anybody's never done 10 mile is the definitive hiker bike. This is my 3rd time. I've always feel lucky to get over that without getting killed. No lightning storm, but no rain.
I just hiked my bike up here for 4 hours. 3,500 foot hike-a-bike. The gnarliest hike-a-bike I've ever done. It was crazy. But it's freaking beautiful out here. I'm having fun. Gonna bomb down into Copper, get some breakfast, and then head on up to those mountains way over there.
These bikepacking races, the best thing about it is you're traveling on a trail all day and all night, and you're seeing the landscape around you. You're able to see so much, kind of weird towns and amazing landscapes, awesome sunrises and sunsets. And so that's kind of what has brought me back to the Colorado Trail in general. I mean, rugged single track, beautiful views, rewarding. It's tough, but at the same time, it's just so awesome. Waking up every day on the trail side, being able to ride 100 plus miles a day and travel so much ground via the bicycle. You can't beat it. And in Colorado, it's just stunning.
Hey, this is Aaron Weinsheimer calling in again today. I came through a real nasty storm between Searle and Kokomo, and if you've never been there, those are 2 passes that are above tree line, and there's a couple miles between them that are above tree line, and the storm hit then with lots of lightning and hail, and I abandoned the bike for a while and tried to take cover in some bushes. It was not cool, but everything turned out okay, and probably look for a place to camp pretty soon.
Good morning. Day 3, 6 a.m. I camped last night for the half moon, so I've been riding since 2. Just have a nice easy bomb down to Buena Vista, get some breakfast, buy a ton of food for the long push to Silverton. Oh, it's chilly, but I'm having fun. Looking forward to some hot coffee.
All right. Many people know what this means. Getting into BV. Buena Vista.
Hi, this is Kat Morrison calling from Buena Vista. Today was awesome. I felt happy that I brought my bike on this hike with me because I actually got to ride it today, which was super fabulous.
Just leaving Buena Vista. Got all fueled up for 2 very long days to get to Silverton. I love it. I've got everything I need to survive on my own. Just ride my bike for 2 days straight in really remote country. It's a really cool feeling. I'm excited to get out there.
This is Dominic Lozier, heading up Cottonwood Pass to the trailhead up here. I just soaked in the hot springs for a couple hours. The thing I wanted to say is just beautiful trails, beautiful nights with this supermoon. Just seeing some gorgeous stuff, the lights of Frisco and Breck, the lights of Copper, and then the lights of Leadville last night, and just amazing, beautiful country. It's great to see it this way.
About 100 feet from the top, Spruce Creek, right at sundown. Absolutely beautiful.
This is what bikepack racing is all about. That is the moon. It's just you, your bike, the moon, and the road, or the trail. Whenever I'm riding at night, I just seem to be enjoying myself a little bit more. I don't know.
Slept up on Marshall Pass for a couple hours and then started moving again. It was really cold. And unit tank 7, pulled over, lay down and slept for like 30-40 minutes. Kept going, just so tired, barely moving. But I started feeling better when the sun comes up because I am just dead.
When I'm pushing that hard, you definitely go to some pretty dark places, especially like not sleeping very much at all, and it's a little bit much to be doing that kind of stuff a lot. Like, it was so bizarre, like the things my brain was doing. It was like, I was like, whoa. Yeah, it was scary. Like, your brain, like, I was like, wow, I think I got pretty close to being insane. But I think it's also interesting, you know? Like, I'm not regretting it at all that I did that stuff, because it was very, very interesting self-discovery. I mean, you really do see all the crevices in your brain. Like, there are no secrets when you're done.
This is Jerry Oliver. I'm Sergeant Smith. I guess we've learned from this CTR that thing sucks ass. I hate that damn thing. It's so creepy. At one point, I was in the middle of a prison of trees in there, just knocking around on every rock, going less than a mile an hour, and out of nowhere I hear some Irish voice or something, some lady saying, this lady in the middle of nowhere, just in the trees, and she's got this Irish accent, but she's dressed like she's Amish or something. And I didn't know what the hell was going on, so anyway, I tried to answer and moved along, but that place just creeps me out.
Barry Ritchie here. I would call that the 20 worst miles of mountain biking on the face of the earth. Then you pop out, and Apple had a little camp set up, had a little geodesic dome, and I slammed it. It's amazing what a quart of orange crappy Gatorade will change your attitude.
Seriously hot and a horrible headwind for the next 60 miles. To detour, and I'm about to do the big climb out and down Los Pinos Pass. I hit a rock or something weird and punctured my tire and broke a spoke. So I've now fixed the spoke with a fiber fix. Let's hope that it holds. I also put a tube in there. Probably lost an hour doing this. So frustrating.
No matter how well trained you are, no matter how good your gear is, no matter how fast you are, if you're not ready for when the shit hits the fan and it sucks, you're not gonna do well. Because in these races, the shit always hits the fan. Like, you always get saddle sores, you always, have a mechanical, don't sleep like you wanted to. There's always something that's gonna go wrong, and being able to roll with that and not get upset is a huge skill. I think it's a huge skill in life, but it's also a huge skill in these events where you just really got to roll with it and find that happy place.
All right, I think my wheel's toast. It's starting to rub on the frame. It's just getting worse and worse. So I don't think I'm making it to Silverton with this wheel. Even if I get there, there isn't a bike shop there, so I couldn't even get it fixed. So I think my race is over. I'm still gonna finish, but probably dropped out off the course down to Lake City, which is like 10 miles down the highway here. Get it fixed, but so frustrating. Such a bummer. I was having such a good race. Hopefully, get back up here tomorrow and finish it off. But is what it is. All right. I am in Lake City, Colorado. So I called the local bike shop. They're opening up early for me right now. I'm heading over there. They're gonna get it fixed.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name?
John.
John.
Yeah, what you got? This guy, bro.
You remember the interactions you have with people when you go into town too. Usually they're very positive and it's amazing how really nice a lot of people are, and it just kind of gives you a good feeling about that, humanity is still a good thing. And I guess that's kind of a lot of what I take out of it, is that humans are still good things. That we're capable of doing amazing things, and that even when you're dirty and stinky and your eyes are bloodshot and you look like shit, people are still pretty damn nice to you and willing to help you out, and I think it's kind of a cool thing,
Woohoo! We're back. 17 hours, 22 miles, 3,000 feet of climbing later. But we're back on track now. 2:20 p.m. Heading up to Coney Peak, Carson Saddle, the best part of the course.
Coney Cataract segment, every time I've ridden that has just been the most amazing thing. You can see for so far, you're so high up there in the middle of nowhere. You really realize how beautiful things are.
This is Andy Farish calling in from Silverton. Carson Saddle was absolutely brutal. Most beautiful place I've seen in Colorado, but it was just devastating on the whole body. Suffering pretty good blisters, so I had to take some time here to recoup, try to fix the blisters and the saddle sores.
Hey, this is Aaron Weinsheimer calling in at second segment, Conies or whatever. Some of the single track up there above 13,000 flowed incredibly well. It was so good.
Hi, this is Bob Patrico calling in from Silverton. This last 50 miles today was exceptionally beautiful. I just could not believe it. Just kept going and going and going, and every time I dropped into the huge mountain valley, it seemed like there was just one more right after it. And that happened about, 20 times or so. So lots of pushing my bike, but yeah, pretty epic time, I gotta say.
Hey, it's Esther. I'm calling in from Silverton. Coney Cataract was awesome. The flowers are going off up there.
This is Toby Gadd calling. I think this will be one of the more memorable days in the sense of one of the more beautiful and one of the more difficult days. That is one long freaking walk. Foster. I'm in Silverton. That was the best 85 miles I think I've ever ridden on a mountain bike. The trail was awesome. It wasn't easy in a couple sections, but I had a blast.
Oh, wow.
And good morning. We are in Silverton. Got in here late last night after a really hard push through the Coney Cataract segments. We got here, we're at the, I don't know, town park, I guess. I slept in the bathroom, men's room right there. It was a lot warmer than out here. And I'm with Garrett, and he slept over there in the grass. But thank God for this bathroom, because I would have been completely screwed otherwise, because it was cold and I have no sleeping bag. So final push to Durango. It's gonna be tough, but we're grabbing coffee now, groceries, and then we're gonna hit it.
Mark, Tim, and Eddie, Colorado Trail Race. To everybody out there who's thinking about doing the race, you got to do it, man. You know, as I sit here, I tell myself I'll probably never do it again, but next year, you know, I'll be out there. If you want to do it, do it. Don't give yourself a time limit. Don't worry about how long it takes. Don't worry about all the other stuff, how cool you are or look or whatever, and it don't matter. It don't matter. None of that stuff matters. When you get here, the feeling you have here is what matters. The best feeling just to sit here in Durango when it's 90 degrees out and you feel like you're going to puke and you're drinking a milkshake or whatever, and just that feeling of having like the 1,000-yard bikepacker stare, that's a great feeling. It don't matter if you're Hefe fast or Mark slow. Quitting it is the worst feeling in the world. Don't go out like that, you know.
Andy Farish calling in from Durango. Over the last couple months, this thing's morphed a little bit into issue for me with friends that have dealt with cancer, between my grandma, my stepmom, and a guy I know that I work with, and I wore a cancer bracelet for them, and every time I wanted to quit, just thought about what they're up against, and just ride tough and keep going.
It just feels very pure because it's so simple. You know, it really is just you and the course and your gear, and just in that knowledge of all those little bits that really makes it a success or a failure.
It's really up to you to make it happen. Nobody else's fault but your own if you can't get through it. As far as the racing goes, I've always liked pushing my limits, like to see how fast I can go. So the racing, to me, is more it's a personal race. But having other people that you're racing against helps immensely to push yourself hard. So just kind of exploring, you know, those limits. And ever since I started thinking about the Colorado Trail, I knew it could go under 5 days. And now it goes under 4 days, which is just unbelievable to me.
I keep coming back because I think it can be done faster and faster, and it's just it's something that intrigues me, and I know it intrigues other racers out there, and I think it's unique in the way that it's such an unpredictable trail.
Blackhawk Pass. It's amazing up here. Words can't even describe.
You spend a lot of time just in your own head, thinking about things and what's important in your life. I always get stories every single year from somebody who had a life-changing experience out there. And I think the people that truly do take the self-supported part to heart and just rely on only themselves and do the whole thing like that probably get more out of the race.
Hey, this is Kat Morrison. I'm at Junction Creek. I got here at 2 a.m. Yay! I finished under 7 days. That was my goal. And on my single speed. Thanks and congratulations to everyone. It was cool. I never have to do it again now.
Hi, this is Gerald Ryder. I'm type 1 diabetic, so I just wanted to make sure that any friends or family you have or yourself, you happen to come down with it, that you let them know that they're not limited by it and do what they want to do. Live life on the edge.
For me, it reaffirms the whole belief that humans are capable of so much more than we let on in our everyday lives, and we so easily lose focus on. And when you do something like that, like, you learn not to whine and you learn to tolerate pretty major discomfort, and it's like this whole blur of experiences of trail and rocks and routes and sunrises and sunsets and stars and weather and
Woo-hoo! Oh. It's over. Oh, wow, that descent just did.
But you know, you just go back to the beauty of the route, that it's got this like almost this like spirit about it, that, and just what you see along the way and the memories you make and the people you meet. I think that's a huge draw. It's a special trail.
Hey y'all, it's Esther calling in from Durango. I'm eating ice cream. I'm tired, completely exhausted. Actually, I'd really love to have my reflexes tested. I'd probably come in at completely stone drunk. But I made it, and I'm stoked, and I am going to sleep for about 20 hours now.
Hello, this is Alexander Lucier with a final report. I knew it was going to be a difficult course, but really, it obliterated my expectations. This course is really, really insane. After being on this course, I can say that completing it in 4 days certainly requires not only natural talent, but like serious training and research and strategizing, not to mention a high tolerance for awkward and unusual forms of suffering. So that's super impressive, and congrats to them.